Hello everyone. Welcome to the ChatGPT for Project Management course. Initially, we will discuss about what is project management in details with an example, its four stages and finally what are its approaches. So, let's jump into the video. Imagine building a skyscraper without a blueprint, chaos, delays, and budget overruns. So, project managers bring order by planning, organizing, and overseeing every detail, ensuring the smooth execution, risk management, and clear communication between teams and the stakeholders. Their ability to multitask, solve problems, and stay focused under pressure makes them the driving force behind every successful project. Now, moving on to what is project management. So, project management is all about planning, executing, and delivering a project successfully. It ensures everything stays on track, within budget, and meets the goal. So now let's move on and see what are its four stages of project management. So the first stage is planning. Planning refers to setting a clear roadmap with timelines and milestones. The second one is execution, like assigning tasks, managing resources, and bringing the plan to life. The third stage is monitoring and control, the tracking progress, solving issues, and making adjustments. Now, moving on, we have closing, that is, the wrapping up the project, reviewing results, and documenting the key learnings. With strong project management, chaos turns into success. So, moving on, we have what are the some project management approaches. So, the first one is agile. So it delivers work in small, iterative circles, allowing flexibility and continuous improvement. The second one is waterfall, a structured step by step approach where each phase is completed before moving to the next one. Moving to the third one, we have hybrid. It combines both agile and waterfall to create a customized approach based on the project needs. So each method has its strengths. Choosing the right one depends on the project's complexity, team, and goals. So, moving forward in the lesson, we will learn about the types of job roles in project management. So now we have types of job roles in project management. So many organizations believe that project managers are essential for keeping projects on track within budget and delivering the quality results. So a career in project management is not just exciting, it's lucrative. So in India, experienced project managers earn about 12 to 25 lakhs per annum, while in the US, salaries range from $90,000 to $130,000 per year. Adding more, we have companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, TCS, and Infosys, and many more are actively hiring for the skilled project managers. With businesses across industries relying on project managers to drive success, demand is rising, making it a stable and rewarding career path. Now, moving on to the job roles in project management. There are different types of project managers, each bringing unique value to a company. So, the first one is executor. So, an executor is basically a reliable leader who follows the company's existing growth strategy and ensures projects are completed successfully. They are very essential for executing plans efficiently. Second are the prophet, a visionary who looks beyond the current strategy to discover the new long term growth opportunities. They often lead bold and innovative projects. Now, moving on to the third one, we have expert, a data driven professional who makes decisions based on facts and analysis. They carefully assess risk and many explore opportunities outside the current strategy. Moving on to the fourth one, we have gambler, someone who follows the company's strategy but takes the chances on new ideas without complete data. They may uncover hidden growth opportunities that others overlook. While executors are very crucial for delivering projects, the other types help drive long term innovation and business growth. So, moving forward, we will see the responsibilities of a project manager. So, now we will see the responsibilities of a project manager. So, a project manager plays a crucial role in overseeing the successful execution of a project by balancing time, cost, scope, and the quality. Their responsibilities span across various multiple areas to ensure the smooth workflow, effective communication, and the timely delivery of the objectives. So, let's see some of them. The first is project planning. So, before a project begins, a project manager defines the scope, objectives, and the key tasks required to achieve success. So, these involves breaking down the work into smaller, manageable tasks. Second is identifying dependencies and risks. Third one is creating a clear roadmap with schedules, budgets, and milestones. And the fourth one is ensuring that all stakeholders are aligned on project expectations and deliverables. So, a well managed project lays the foundation for efficient execution and helps in avoiding last minute surprises. So the second is resource management. So managing the right people, tools, and materials is critical for project success. The project manager ensures that the tasks are assigned based on team members' expertise. Then he ensures the team workloads are balanced to prevent the burnout. Then he also ensures that the necessary resources, that is, the software, equipment, infrastructure, are available when needed. And the fourth one is he also ensures efficient resource management, optimizes productivity, and prevents delays caused by the bottlenecks. Now, moving on, we have time management. So, deadlines drive the project success. So, the project manager is responsible for setting realistic timelines for each phase, tracking progress using tools like Gantt charts, Trello, or Jira. And thirdly, he also adjusts schedules if unexpected issues arise. So, a proactive time management keeps projects on track and prevents last minute rushes or missed deadlines. Now, moving on, we have budget management. So, keeping the project financially on track is a major responsibility. So, the project manager ensures the accurate estimation of cost for resources, labor, and tools. He also ensures the continuous monitoring of expenses versus budget to prevent overspending. He also sees financial control by optimizing resources and reducing unnecessary costs. So, a well managed budget helps in delivering a project without the financial strain. So, now moving on, we have quality assurance. So, delivering high quality results is non negotiable. So, the project manager ensures setting quality benchmarks and performance standards. He also sees regularly reviewing project deliverables to identify and fix defects. And thirdly, he also implements corrective actions when issues arise. So, by maintaining the quality at every stage, the project manager ensures that the final product meets the stakeholders' expectations. Next, we have stakeholder communication. So, the clear communication is a key to project success. So, the project manager ensures keeping clients, executives, and team members updated through the reports, meetings, and emails. He also addresses concerns and feedbacks in real time. He is also documenting decisions and actions points to maintain transparency. Strong stakeholder communication fosters trust and minimizes misunderstandings. So now, moving on to the next one, we have risk management. So a project always comes with uncertainties. And so the project manager identifies the potential risk that could impact the timelines, quality, or the cost of the project. Then he also develops the contingency plans to mitigate risk before they escalate. Thirdly, he also monitors the project to spot and address risk early. So, by being proactive about risk, the project manager prevents disruptions and keeps the project on course. So, now moving on, we have documentation and record keeping. So, a proper documentation ensures accountability and compliance. So, the project manager maintains records of projects, plans, contracts, budgets, and changes. He also meeting notes, emails, and approvals for tracking progress. He also reports that serve as reference materials for future projects. So a good documentation helps in audits, process improvements, and learning from past projects. So now moving on, we have compliance and regulatory adherence. So every project must follow legal and industry guidelines. So the project manager ensures that the project meets the government regulations, safety rules, and industry standards. Compliance with data security, intellectual property laws, and contractual obligations. Regular audits and checks to avoid the legal penalties. He also ensures the compliance protects the company and the project from potential legal or operational risk. So, in short, a project manager is the backbone of any successful project, turning plans into reality with a structured execution and strategic leadership. In the next lesson, we will learn about why project management is a game changer. Now, let's understand why project management is a game changer. So, project management is not just important, it's essential for success. So, whether it's launching a product, building a software, or running a marketing campaign, having a structured approach makes all the difference. Now, we will see why it is a game changer. So, the first point we have is the foundation of success. Just like a strong foundation keeps a skyscraper standing, project management ensures tasks stay within scope, budget, and deadlines. So, no more chaos, just smooth execution. The second point we have is risk proof your projects. So, everyday project come with risk, but with solid planning and contingency strategies, project managers keep things on track even when unexpected challenges arise. Now, moving on to the third one, we have smart resource allocation, time, money, and manpower. Every resource is optimized to cut waste and boost productivity. So, efficiency is equal to higher profits, obviously. Now, moving on to the next, we have seamless communication. So, whether it's clients, teams, or stakeholders, clear communication keeps everyone aligned, reducing confusion and keeping the momentum going. Now, moving on to the next, we have flexibility and adaptability. So, change is inevitable. So, agile project management ensures teams can pivot quickly while still delivering the top results. Now, moving on to the next, we have quality and client satisfaction. A well managed project meets expectations, delivers quality, and keeps clients happy, leading to repeat business and a solid reputation. Next, we have better decision making. Data driven insights help teams make smarter choices, solve problems faster, and ensure every move counts. Now, moving on to the next, we have budget and timeline control. So, no more cost overruns or missed deadlines. Project managers plan, track, and adjust to keep everything on schedule. From IT to construction, project management is booming because it ensures efficiency, innovation, and success in today's fast moving world. So, want to be ahead of the curve, master project management, and lead with confidence. So, moving forward, we will see how AI is revolutionizing the project management. How AI is revolutionizing project management. AI has completely transformed project management by removing inefficiencies, reducing risk, and enhancing collaboration. Now, let's break it down and see how things used to be versus how AI is taking over the heavy lifting. The first we will see is task automation and efficiency. So, before AI, project managers spent hours on scheduling, assigning tasks, tracking deadlines, and even writing reports, all manual, repetitive work that drained time and energy. So, now entered AI and smart tools now automate these tasks. AI schedules meetings, update tasks, and even prioritizes workload, allowing managers to focus on strategy rather than the admin work. So, no more micromanaging. Now, moving on to the second, we have predictive analytics for risk management. So, before AI, risk management was a guessing game. Managers relied on past experience and gut feeling to anticipate delays, budget overruns, or project failures. So, errors were very common. So, with AI analyzes historical data, real time progress, external factors to predict risk before they even occur. So, if a deadline is sleeping, AI warns you in advance so you can take action. No more last minute surprises. Now, moving on, the third one we have AI powered decision making. So, before AI, decision making was slow and biased, requiring endless spreadsheets, reports, and meetings to analyze project status. So, with AI crunches numbers instantly, suggesting the best course of action based on project data. So, whether it's allocating resources or adjusting budgets, AI provides real time data driven recommendations faster and smarter than ever. So, now moving on to the fourth one, we have enhancing team collaboration. So, before AI, teams struggled with miscommunication, lost emails, and delayed responses, and across very multiple tools. Keeping everyone updated was a very nightmare. So, with AI powered chatbots, Microsoft Copilot, etc., provide real time updates, summarize meeting notes, and send automatic reminders. AI even suggests who should handle which task based on their skills and workload. Teams stay connected effortlessly. Now, moving on, we have AI for continuous improvement. So, before AI, lessons learned from the past projects were rarely documented or applied, leading to the repetitive mistakes. So, with AI analyzes project performance and automatically suggests improvements for future projects. It identifies the bottlenecks, tracks productivity patterns, and provides actionable insights for better efficiency next time. So, project management keeps getting better. So now, project management used to be a hassle with too many tools for planning, tracking, and communication. But now, ChatGPT is a game changer. Instead of juggling multiple platforms, project managers can rely on ChatGPT to create timelines, analyze risk, and draft reports, and even streamline team communication, all in one single place. So, less stress and more productivity. AI just made project management smarter. Now we will see what is ChatGPT and how ChatGPT can revolutionize the project management. So ChatGPT is an advanced AI chatbot developed by OpenAI that understands and generates human-like text based on user prompts. It is designed to assist with answering questions, generating content, automating tasks, and providing insights across various other domains. So now moving on, we will see how ChatGPT can revolutionize the project management. So it can revolutionize project management by enhancing its productivity, the decision making, and collaboration. Here's how. ChatGPT makes project management easier by breaking tasks into smaller steps, setting realistic deadlines, and organizing work using Gantt charts for better tracking. Now, moving on, it improves team communication by generating meeting notes, sending reminders, and translating messages for global collaboration. It also helps identify risk early, suggests solutions, and prevents delays. For Agile and Scrum teams, ChatGPT writes user stories, tracks sprints, summarizes stand ups, and more. So, additionally, it optimizes resource allocation, tracks expenses, and assists with the vendor communication, ensuring efficient project execution. Now, moving on, down the line, we will see how ChatGPT can really help in project management, and it's all demos. So now we will see how ChatGPT can help in project management. So, ChatGPT makes project management smoother by improving task management, risk management, communication, and time management. So, now we will explore these areas in detail with the real world examples and live demos to see how ChatGPT can assist project managers effectively. So we will start by task management. So now the main goal of task management is to plan, prioritize, and track tasks efficiently with AI. So, just imagine you are juggling multiple projects, deadlines, and meetings. So, you need a structured task management approach to stay on the top. So, ChatGPT can help you streamline your workflow in seconds. So, now let's see how it does. I will provide the prompts and I'll write I have a daily stand up with my team at 9:30 am and we follow the format and I'll give the formats. So I basically use double quotes and I'll write what was done yesterday, what's planned for today. That makes sense. And if there are any blockers, so I'll close this and I will write here are my notes and I will give one pattern. Yesterday reviewed budget, created risk assessment, and today what I will do, I'll finalize the scope document. I'll meet a vendor and probably prepare stakeholder update. So I'll ask, can you summarize this for my meeting? So let's see what it does. So it is first given, here's your concise stand-up update. So a clear and concise standard update that you can use instantly, no more scrambling for words. So see, yesterday reviewed budget, created risk management, finalized scope document. Yeah, so this is nice. I can even ask him to explain and elaborate in details. So basically, it has started making the elaboration. Yesterday, you reviewed the budget, conducted a thorough review of everything, created a risk assessment. Now, today's plan is finalizing the scope document, meet with the vendor, and everything. So, it is very easy. Just need to know the prompt engineering, that is the how to give prompts. Now, moving on, I'll show you another one. The prompt 2 will be based on the auto generation of a task breakdown from a project goal. So, I'll write my goal is to complete the software release by March 30 and the key phases are requirement gathering, development, testing, and finally deployment. So, can you break these into tasks with timelines, dependencies, and finally responsible teams? So I will make it easy and understandable. You can basically give any prompts to make it easy and understandable. I'll see. So it has started giving a structured breakdown of your software release plan. So it has even started making a chart with tasks, deadlines, dependencies, responsible team, and ensuring clarity and a smooth execution. So this work breakdown structure is really nice. I'll see. So define project scope and objectives. So it has given February 5 to February 9. dependencies, there are none dependencies, but yeah, it is on the product and business analyst. So development, so it has given broken down a single task with their timelines, their dependencies, and even the responsible teams. So it has given front end development to the front end team, back end development to the back end team. It has even done same for the testing, unit testing, and bug fixes, March 16 to 18. This is really nice, and it has even added the key considerations. The parallel work of front end and back end teams work simultaneously to save time. Obviously, there are both teams, front end and back end. It can go parallelly to make the things work in a very less time. So dependencies, like each phase depends on approvals, sign-offs, and testing completion. Buffer time, a few days are left for any last minute fixes. So it has even given buffer time. It has even understood that there can be even changes and the last minute fixes before March 30. So this plan makes execution clear and manageable. So you basically don't have to divide teams anymore. You just need to give the information to it and it will divide it without any confusion. So now moving on to the third prompt I have is the Kanban style task organization. So basically I'll write, I have these tasks. I'll give like finalize, budget, draft project, roadmap, review, vendor, contract, comma, I will give conduct stakeholder meeting, and I'll ask, can you organize them? So I will see its organization skills also, organize them into a to do, obviously a to do list. In I'll use this in progress and completed Kanban format. Basically, I will trying to discriminate then basics of the status, the to do, yet to be done, and that is in progress, and the completed format. So I will ask this. So a ready-made Kanban board style task list to visualize your project progress at a glance. So here is it. To do the draft project roadmap, review vendor contract progress, finalize budget, conduct stakeholder meeting, completed, no tasks are marked as completed yet, but this structure helps track progress and prioritize tasks effectively. So obviously you just need to have to give it what are in the to-do list, what are in the progress, and what are completed. So it has even added this icons to make it more appealing and not at all boring. So now, nextly we will see the risk analysis demo in ChatGPT. So now we will see the risk analysis demo in ChatGPT. So what do you mean by risk analysis? It is obviously the analysis of risk in a particular project. So it is done to avoid the project failures. So the main goal of this is to identify, access and mitigate risk before they become project blockers. So just imagine your project is facing delays, resource constraints, and there are technical issues. How can ChatGPT help you proactively to manage risk? So now we'll see the prompts. Now the prompt is basically based on the predicting potential risk for a software project. So I'll give I am managing a project to launch an AI powered chatbot. So chatbots are very common these days. So can you identify potential project risk related to technology, comma, timeline? You basically need to give it on what basis it would create the risk analysis and stakeholder buy-in. And let's see what it shows. So it has started making it. So the sparrow is potential risk for AI powered chatbot project. Managing an AI powered chatbot project comes with various risks. Below are the key risks categorized under technology timeline and stakeholder buy-in along with the mitigation strategies and how to even mitigate it. It has even given that. So now let's see. Technology risk. Integration challenges. Chatbot may not integrate seamlessly with existing systems, like obviously the databases and APIs. So even the impact is delays in deployment. Obviously, there will be if there are challenges in the integration, there will be impact will obviously be in delays and additional development efforts. So we will conduct early compatibility testing, use standardized APIs, and involve the integration experts. Wow. Model performance issues, AI responses may not be accurate or context aware. So, poor user experience, loss of trust in chatbot. Okay. So it has divided in technological risk, timeline risk, and stakeholder buy in risk. And it has even added final thoughts of it. So, if you see basically, it has given scope creep on timeline risk, that is, additional features or changes requested the meet project, and define a clear scope upfront. Obviously, you need to have a clear scope before you actually start making the project, implement a change management process, and get stakeholder approvals. And let's see in the stakeholder buy-ins, resistance to AI adoption. Internal teams or customers may not trust the chatbot. Obviously, you need to do, I repeat, you need to build up the trust. So it is given final thoughts. Let's see. To ensure a successful AI chatbot launch, focus on early testing, clear scope definition, stakeholder alignment, and robust security measures. Let me know if you need a risk management plan for handling these issues. It has even suggested to give you a plan for mitigating all this risk. So this is nothing, just wonder how AI is into project management, how ChatGPT is into project management. So moving on, we will give the next prompt, that is basically to risk prioritizing using probability impact matrix. I want to see what risk they prioritize first and what not. So I'll write I have identified these risks, and one by one I'll just write late vendor activity. Number two is scope creep. Then I'll give 3 as unexpected budget cuts. Obviously, issues in the budget can lead to a lot of issues in the project. Fourth is, let's keep 3 only. And I'll write, can you actually assess these using a probability impact matrix and suggest priorities. Let's see what it says. So it's taking time. Now see, it has taken time but has given it. Even it has given the chart that you can see, where you can see basically it's a graph between medium probability and impact. Probability impact matrix. And it has given the risk assessment matrix. Late vendor activity is the probability 3. Okay. Here's your probability matrix risk prioritization. Late vendor activity, high probability and high impact. This is critical priority. Scope creep, this is medium probability and high impact. This is having medium one but having a greater impact. Unexpected budget cuts, it is medium probability and medium impact. So it has basically written action is closely monitor vendor progress, set strict deadlines, and have backup vendors. So lead vendor activity, obviously you need to monitor the vendor progress because you need to know about what they are doing and what not. Deadlines, there should be deadlines because it drives the project, and have backup vendors because at the last minute backup. So it is basically so interesting to see all this. So now moving on to the next one, we have another prompt is creating basically a risk mitigation plan. So what it has suggested before, I'll try for that. I'll write for the risk of a late vendor delivery. Can you provide mitigation strategies, including contingency planning and stakeholder communication? I need a plan basically. So let's see what response it gives. So it has given the strategies: proactive risk reduction, set clear expectations and SLAs. So, establishing penalties for late delivery and incentives for early completion. This is very nice. If you even participate early, it will give you incentives. Regular check ins and progress tracking. Schedule weekly status updates. Use progress tracking tools like Jira, Asana, or Trello for transparency. So, early warning system: identify warning signs like missed milestones or poor communication. It has given the two contingency planning, backup vendor options, prioritize critical deliverables, in-house development as a backup. So, what is this? Access if the internal team can take over urgent tasks if delays occur. Okay, nice. Keep internal resources on standby to avoid the total dependency on the vendors. This is very true. Then, thirdly, it gets stakeholder communication plan, and it is further divided into internal team updates, escalation plan, client, and external stakeholders. So, it has also given one final thought: by combining the proactive tracking, contingency planning, clear communication, you can minimize the impact of vendor delays and keep the project on track. So now, this is basically so nice to see everything to be done. You just need to give the correct prompts and expect a great response. So, AI powered risk forecasting, risk prioritization, and primitive solutions for the smoother project execution. Now we will see down the line communication and keeping teams aligned demos in ChatGPT. So now we will see how ChatGPT can help in communication in project management. So communication is very important in any team, and project management is not an exception. So it basically is done for keeping teams aligned, improve project collaboration and clarity in stakeholder communication. So just imagine a scenario: a project manager spends 50% of their time in meetings and emails, and ChatGPT can automate and refine communication to save time and improve clarity. So, let's see how it can help. So, my first prompt would be based on drafting a project status update email. So, I will write, can you draft a weekly project status update for stakeholders, and I'll give him the key updates. Development phase completed, minor UI issues found in testing, on track for March 30 release. So now let's see what will be its response. So it has started making it, and a professional concise email. This is nice. You just have to arrange it in your order, and it has given everything. Weekly project update status, AI chatbot project weekly on. See, it has given how to insert a date. Project status on track for March 30 release. The key updates: development phase completed, testing in progress, no major risks identified. Then current focus is bug fixes and UI improvements. That is very necessary, addressing minor issues found during testing to enhance user experience. The final testing and optimization. So next steps will be user acceptance testing begins. Insert date. You have to insert the date. Key stakeholders will review chatbot functionality. Then it will give the risk and mitigations, action items for stakeholders. And yeah, we appreciate your continued support and will help you update on progress. Let us know if you have any concerns. Thanks, and your name and your role. So it is basically drafted one email for you. Wow, such a nice one. So I'll move on to the next prompt, that is basically based on creating a meeting agenda in seconds with ChatGPT. So I'll write, I have a project kickoff meeting with the developers and design team. So the agenda includes project objectives, timelines, team roles, and risk discussion. Can you format this into a structured agenda? I'll ask. And let's see the response. So it has started even making the meeting agenda: date, time, location, call link or location, facilitator, welcome and introduction, brief team introductions, purpose of the meeting, obviously in 5 minutes. It has given the timelines as well, project overview and objectives, project goal, key deliverables, success metrics, then coming to project timeline and milestones, 10 minutes, development phases and deadlines, the milestones you have achieved, and the release date. So they are even talking about the team roles and the responsibilities: development team, the backend, front end, and API integration; design team, UI, UX, branding, and more. There is discussion and mitigating strategies, next steps and action items, and QA and closing remarks. And even it has given expected meeting duration is of 45 minutes. So what more you want? You can even structure it according to your own thing, personalize according to your own needs, and it has given you a rough idea on how to give a meeting agenda. So a ready to use meeting agenda with time allocations, ensuring productive discussions. So we'll move on to the next prompt, that is basically based on handling the difficult conversations professionally. So I'll write, a team member is constantly missing deadlines, affecting the project timeline. So, can you draft a professional but empathetic message to address this? So, let's see the response. So, a thoughtful message, obviously, balancing professionalism and empathy, ensuring team motivation without any conflict, and this is very necessary. So it will give you AI crafted emails, meeting notes, and professional responses, making project communication effortless. So let's see. Hi, team member's name. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to check in regarding the recent project deadlines. Noticed some delays which are impacting our overall timeline. I understand the challenges can come up. Support needed on track. Okay, this is nice. So have a quick chat to discuss any roadblocks you're facing, offering help, and even making that person understand that he or she is actually missing a deadline. So this is nice. You can just copy it and paste it in your mail, and you can just go ahead and have an alignment on the project deadlines. So now next we will see demo on time management, and let's see. Now we will see a demo on ChatGPT on the basis of time management. Basically, we will see how ChatGPT can help in time management and project management. So, time management is basically meeting the deadlines effectively. So, Optimize your schedule for maximum productivity and efficiency is what it means. So, just imagine you have multiple projects running in parallel, meetings blocking your time, and an endless to do list. So, ChatGPT can help you regain control. So, let's see how it helps. So, the first prompt is basically based on planning your day with the Pomodoro technique. So, let's see. I'll give a prompt. I have 4 tasks today: stakeholder meeting, then budget review, writing a project report, and team check in. So I will just ask, can you create a Pomodoro based schedule with 25 minutes focus sessions and 5 minutes break? Yeah, should take less breaks for completing the work. Let's see what it makes. So it has started making one, dividing into sessions, task, and time slot. Here's your Pomodoro based schedule to help you productive while balancing focus and breaks. So one day stakeholder meeting 9 to 9:25, then 5 minutes break, budget review 9:30 to 9:55, then again 5 minutes break, writing project report, then again 5-minute break, writing project report part 2, then 30 because reports are obviously long, then team check-in, and again 5 minutes break. So optional deep work session if needed. If the project report requires extra focus, add an extra Pomodoro after a longer 15-minute break. So what are the bonus tips? Use tools like pomofocus.io. It has even given a one tool or a timer to stay on track. So why do we even need that when we have ChatGPT? This is really nice. You can actually have a breakdown, a structured daily schedule, boosting productivity without even burnout. So let's move on to the next prompt we have. It is basically based on overcoming the procrastination with a step-by-step guide. So now I'll give the prompt. I keep procrastinating on writing a project proposal. So can you create a structured approach with small steps to complete it by tomorrow? So let's see what will be the response. So it is basically given a step by step broken down into motivational strategies to eliminate procrastination. To avoid procrastination, break the task into small, manageable steps using a step by step approach. Today, evening or night, drafting the proposal. Set up an outline 30 minutes to 1 Pomodoro session. Open a document and title it. It has even given the steps what to do. Outline with these sections. Write the easy sections first, like 45 minutes. Fill in objectives, scope of work, timeline, and even the budget sections. So don't aim for perfection, just write rough content for as of now. So the step 3 is drafting the executive summary and risk. That is of 35 minutes to 1. So summarize the project in 2 to 3 paragraphs. So keep it concise. Then list the potential risk and mitigation strategies. That is nice. Then again, step 4 is quick proofreading and formatting. So read thorough for clarity and fix major errors. Format with headings, bullet points, and highlights. So if you break it down into headings, bullet points, and highlights, it will be very easier for you. So it is basically given it a step-by-step approach with a timeline on how to spend what time on which topic. So first one is setup, second one is write the easy sections first. So this is basically very nice. So I will move on to the third prompt, that is basically based on the prioritized task using the Eisenhower matrix. So I will start writing as I have these tasks and then I will list them. Okay. So urgent, budget, approval, comma, creating a long-term strategy document. Then an optional networking event and a mandatory compliance training. So can you categorize them into urgent or important using the Eisenhower matrix? So let's see its response. So tasks got scheduled and divided into to do, schedule, delegate if possible, and not urgent, they consider eliminating or postponing. So here's how it is broken down. Urgent budget approval, that is under urgent and important, requires immediate attention as it impacts the financial decisions and the timelines. Then again, important but not urgent schedule, creating a long-term strategy document, crucial for future planning but can be scheduled strategically. So again, urgent but not important. Mandatory compliance training, urgent due to deadlines but does not require deep strategic involvement. Consider delegating time management or requesting a recorded session as it will save your time. So then again, it is not urgent and not important, can be even, you can eliminate this optional networking event, valuable but not a priority, attained if time allows. So action plan based on the matrix, do the budget approval immediately, schedule time for the strategy document, complete compliance training but manage time efficiently, attend the networking even only if the other priorities are managed. So it has even given the feedback what to do and what not. So it has given the structure helps you stay productive without feeling overwhelmed. So let me know if you need adjustments. You can even personalize this, you can even give prompts on this, that what you actually need and how to do it. You can even add on urgent and important, you can even scratch it out important but not urgent. So in this way it is very helpful for the project managers to even get all this in hand in a single tool like ChatGPT. Basically it has taken upon everything AI these days and project management too. So down the line, we will see the limitations of ChatGPT in project management. So we will now see the limitations of ChatGPT in project management. So the first point we have over here is no real-time data integration. So what does that mean? So ChatGPT does not connect to the live tools like Jira, Trello, Asana or Microsoft Project. So if you want updates on project progress, you still need to manually enter the latest details. You can copy paste the key updates from your project management tool and ask ChatGPT to summarize or analyze them. So now moving on to the next one we have, ChatGPT won't make decisions for you. So it can suggest ideas, highlight risk, and even prioritize tasks, but the final decision still needs human judgment, considering budgets, deadlines, and the real world constraints. Think of ChatGPT as an advisor, not a decision maker. So use its insights to support your choices and not replace them. Now, moving on to the third one we have, it has a short-term memory loss. So, that means if the conversation gets too long, ChatGPT sometimes forgets the earlier details. You might find yourself repeating information about your project. So, keep conversations short and focused on specific tasks. So, if you need continuity, save important details in document and re-enter them when needed. Now moving on, we have not industry specific. So ChatGPT knows general project management techniques, but it doesn't have deep expertise in the industry regulations, compliance laws, or highly technical fields like aerospace, healthcare, or construction. So use ChatGPT only for the general frameworks, then tailor the advice based on your industry knowledge. So now moving on to the next, we have it can be outdated or inaccurate. So ChatGPT is trained on past data and doesn't always have the latest trends in project management. So there's a new agile framework or a PMI update, it might not know about it. So cross check AI generated recommendations with the trusted sources like PMI, Atlassian, or industry blogs. Now, moving on, we have no emotional intelligence, that is almost no people management skills. So project management is not just about deadlines, it's about people. ChatGPT can't handle team conflicts, moral issues, or workplace tensions. So use ChatGPT for formal communications like mails, reports, summaries. But leadership and motivation should always come from you as a project manager. So, moving on, we have data privacy concerns. So, ChatGPT doesn't have built in confidentiality measures. So, sharing sensitive information, data, financials, or proprietary information is a big no. So, keep businesses sensitive data out of AI tools. So, instead of use ChatGPT for general planning, brainstorming, and structuring ideas. Now, the next we have is AI needs human supervision, and this is very important. As AI generated reports, schedules, and strategies need a human review, it won't always get nuances right, and some suggestions may not be practical. So, always review, refine, and customize AI outputs before implementing them. So, that brings us to the end of this course on project management in the AI era with ChatGPT. So, we have explored the key project management roles, responsibilities, and how AI has transformed the field, making workflows smarter and more efficient. So, ChatGPT is a powerful AI engine, but like any technology, it needs a skilled operator to drive the results. While it excels at task management, risk analysis, communication, and time management, it still requires the human judgment for strategy and decision making. The future of project management is not about using AI, it's about mastering how to work with it. So embrace AI, take control, and make ChatGPT your secret weapon for success. So, guys, congratulations on completing the ChatGPT for Project Management course. You have taken a big step in leveraging AI to enhance your project management skills. Now it's time to put your learning into action. Try integrating ChatGPT into your workflows and experiment with the prompts to optimize the project efficiency. Thank you guys for watching.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.